Thank you for tuning into QUTV. I'm Chrissy Mueller.
And I'm Melissa Weed.
And today's top story is some important new faces on campus. Not only are there new students, but new faculty members as well. There are 5 new faculty members joining QU this year. New to QU are Yang Lee, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, Kirk McGregor, Visiting Assistant Professor of Theology, Jonathan Miles, Assistant Professor of Philosophy, Andrea Fifield, Assistant Professor of School Counseling, and Brian Nolan, Assistant Professor of Psychology. Several faculty members who went from part-time to full-time this year are Jane Myrose, Instructor of Interpreting Training, Wayne Glean, Instructor of Marketing, and Amy Stolberg, Music Education Coordinator.
This past Tuesday, Quincy University hosted the annual 100 Men Project in the Hall of Fame room. The project was sponsored by QUTV and the Adams County Family Violence Council. The event was held in order to support the elimination of domestic violence. Some of the issues discussed were taking a stand against family violence, being a positive role model, and teaching nonviolence to brothers, co-workers, and fathers and society.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month nationwide, so we like to do things locally to promote awareness, and one of the things we've been doing for 8 years now is the 100 Men Project, because we think that it's important for everyone in the community to recognize that domestic violence is not just a women's issue, it's a public safety issue.
The event accomplished its task of getting at least 100 men to attend in support of the cause. Speakers throughout the evening included basketball coaches from the area, including QU's own Marty Bell. For more information or to help support QUTV, look them up on the web address on your screen.
The Gray Gallery is preparing for yet another successful exhibit. The watercolor works of Brenda Beck Fisher have been on display since September 13th and will remain on display until October 9th. Fisher has been a full-time artist since 2001. She has received several local and national awards. Fisher is a signature member of the Missouri Watercolor Society and a juried member of Best of Missouri Hands. Along with the exhibition is a workshop set to take place on October 9th. The workshop begins at 9 a.m. in room 436 of Francis Hall. Following the watercolor exhibit will be a printmaker gallery.
So this year we have Judy Hinkasades, an 83 graduate who is an outstanding printmaker, and she will have a show in the Gray Gallery from October 11th through the 31st.
Judy Hinkasades is just the first of many Quincy University alum that Bob Major hopes to bring to the Gray Gallery this school year. Earlier this week, I met with Brian Silverstein to discuss the progress QU has made on the 50 State Service Project. Hi, I'm Chrissy Mueller, speaking with Brian Silverstein. He's the graduate assistant in charge of the 50 State Service Project, and he's going to tell us a little more about that. Brian, can you just give us a quick overview of what the 50 State Service Project is?
Well, it's an initiative started last year by myself and one of other students to basically do service in all 50 states. So our goal was to send QU students, and then with the help of faculty, staff, alumni, perform ministry service, do a service trip in all 50 states.
That sounds like a big project. What kind of progress have you made?
Well, it certainly was a big undertaking. Our goal was 50 in 1 year. We didn't reach that. Currently, we've done 39 trips to 37 different states. 7 of those were done by alumni. One of those was done over the summertime, and then the rest were split up between spring and fall, spring break and winter break of last year.
Okay, so exactly what kind of work are students doing on these projects?
It's totally variety of work, total variety of it. We do anything from a soup kitchen somewhere, to working with the elderly, to working with kids, Habitat for Humanity. It really just varies on what the student wants, or the faculty member, the alumni, what they want to do, what their time frame is, and where they want to go. So based on all that determines what we do and where we send them.
Okay, well, I've actually heard you've been on several service trips yourself. Can you tell us a little bit about your service trips?
Oh, I love them. I've gotten a chance to go on. I've kind of lost count, to be honest, like over 10, I think. But majority of mine have gone down to New Orleans, which is a place that's just touched me dearly. All of them have been since Hurricane Katrina. And I think the biggest thing that stands out for me is going down there and seeing the continual need for volunteering. And that's my whole mission here, is to just to inform people about the need for volunteering and service all across the country, even in a place like New Orleans where people think, oh, Hurricane Katrina was 5 years ago, now they don't need our help anymore. No, they still need it, and those type of disasters happen everywhere in the United States. So if we can get the word out that that's what these trips are about, spreading the word and spreading our mission here at QU, that's what the experience has been for me, and that's what I hope other people have.
That sounds like a really life-changing experience. What kind of response have you gotten from other students who have come back from these trips?
Pretty much all of them like all the trips, like the same as I have. Some of them have a different experience, but pretty much everyone has had a great time and gotten a lot out of it.
So what other trips do we have left to come?
We got pretty much every East Coast state left to do northeast corner of the United States, as well as a few others sprinkled in the Midwest and whatnot. So that's what we have left.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Brian.
No problem. Thank you, Christine.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. To honor this event, Quincy University's Lady Hawks volleyball team is helping to sponsor a Dig Pink Night to raise money for breast cancer research. Last year, the Lady Hawks raised nearly $3,000 in the form of breast cancer research. The goal this year is to raise $4,000, according to women's volleyball coach Keith Rubio. The Lady Hawks won't be alone in their stand to help.
Most programs around the country are sponsoring this or in some way, shape, or form for breast cancer awareness. And so I thought it was, especially coaching women's volleyball, it's a great fundraiser, and for the entire month of October, we're trying to support it, but this particular night, we're actually just making this a Dig Pink Night.
To support the cause and purchase a Dig Pink t-shirt, contact one of the female volleyball players for a picture of the design. The official website for Dig Pink can be found on the bottom right corner of the women's volleyball homepage. For more information, contact them at the email address on your screen. Up next, QUTV's Alex Wittler gives us a little taste of what's happening in entertainment this week.
Emma Stone steals the show once again in Easy A, a movie about a little bit of fidelity in the high school environment. The movie starts off a little slow with some dragging narration, but quickly takes its pace once the story gets started. A young girl is quickly accused of losing her virginity at a very young age, and the story goes from there. It's kind of a twist on The Scarlet Letter, but with more modern feel, like The Breakfast Club and Clueless and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The movie is very good for the most part. The only problem with it is that it drags at the beginning, and a few characters feel a little typecast, but most of the show is very good. Amanda Bynes returns even, for those of you Nickelodeon fans from the old days. I'd say this show is an 8 out of 10.
So Alex, who is your favorite character?
Well, from this movie, I'd have to say it's Olive, the girl played by Emma Stone. She's the main character of the movie. She was in the movie Superbad a few years back. She was funny back then, and she's still pretty funny now.
Thanks, Alex. We look forward to hearing again from you next week.
Thank you.
Students at QU can now take advantage of a cultural club on campus that is offering salsa dance classes to anyone who is interested. Latin or Salsa Club is run by advisor Kristen Anguiano and President Stephanie Aguilera, who puts on Latin dance classes with the help of experienced dancer Ignacio Anguiano. The club would like to educate people on the Hispanic community and teach them the history behind it. In addition, they would like to teach some Latin culture. The club is putting together some routines to show at their upcoming Day of the Dead celebration.
And we have Latin club dance practice every Tuesdays and every Friday at 6 o'clock. We usually stay here from 6 to 7, probably 7:30 if more people decided to come. The whole point of the Latin club is to experiment with new types of dance, and it's to get people to come out of their boxes and try and explore new options.
The Day of the Dead celebration will be November 2nd from 7 to 10 p.m. in the Hawk's Nest, where they will have food, music, and of course dancing. Those in attendance are also welcome to participate in a zombie lookalike contest.
Thank you for watching QUTV. You can check back next week for more updates on campus news.